Hi guys, it's Alexis here, and I'm just going to do a short video for you on sleep. Alright, they're nice. These videos that I do should be nice and easy to digest, just simple basic points that you can follow. What I'll do in this one is I'm going to cover the importance of sleep, how it can help you, and some of the different phases that we go through when we're sleeping. And also to help you, just put a few tips in there to kind of show you how you can improve your sleep with just a couple of just simple ideas. All right. Okay, so let's get started then. So it's an important factor in repair for not only muscle tissue but organ function too. All right. So you might know that if you damage your muscle fibers and the muscle tissue, what happens is it needs time to recover. So sleeping and in the physical repair window is kind of when your body starts to repair those muscle fibers, all right? But it's also important for those organs that have been working throughout the day. So your liver, that, for example, that has to filter out all the toxins that you put into your body throughout the day, it's working overtime. And if we are giving our liver lots of toxins to deal with constantly, then it needs that time to recover. If it doesn't recover, then what happens is once it's overused and the organ itself can't basically process those toxins well enough, the body has to then kind of store those toxins in other places in the body until the liver's ready. Okay, so that's when it can kind of, come out as fatty deposits and can contribute to us putting on weight. Okay, so not so much about how much, but when. So most people are looking at how much sleep they're getting as opposed to when they're getting their sleep. So yeah, you might have heard that 7, 8, 9 hours is like your optimum amount of time that you need to sleep, but it's what's more important really is when you get it. Okay, this kind of ties in a little bit when people say that they're a night person, more of an evening person or a night person or a morning person. And this is not so much to do with them being a night person or morning person or whatever it is. It's more to do with how their sleeping pattern is and when they initiate their sleeping pattern. Okay, so if they're up later on in the day, then they're more likely to be an evening person, and not correcting that can have a knock-on effect. Alright, so let's go into the first part of it then, the circadian rhythm, intro to that. Alright, so if you can see here on my little diagram, on the left hand side is kind of our wake cycle, so the part that we're awake on, and then the right hand side is our sleep cycle, so the part we are asleep on. Alright, so look in there, 6 AM is should be sort of a rise in time, and then midday is sort of our peak, and then we come down to when the sun goes down at around 6 PM, and then it goes all the way through the night up until 6 AM. Alright, so let's have a look at what we've got. So throughout the day we're sort of up and we're more attentive, and we've got the sort of those hormones in our body that allow us to function throughout the day. Around 6 PM when the sun goes down is supposed to be our relaxation time. Okay, so we should start to relax. If you've noticed, if you've ever been out camping or you've stayed out in a tent and you haven't got any artificial light with you, you'll find that you'll remember that when it starts to get dark, you actually start to get tired, and you kind of want to go to bed a lot earlier than you might do if you're at home. All right, so this is has a lot to do with the amount of sleep, the amount of light that we've got, and artificial light in our homes, and etc, etc, all those sort of bits that we've got at home that keep us awake and keep our minds and brains stimulated. Alright, so at around 6 PM, so from 6 PM up until 10 to 10:30 is our relaxation time. Alright, so we should be turning down the lights and sort of relaxing off a bit. Okay, so chilling out and dropping off the stuff that we've been doing throughout the day. So once we get in bed at around 10:30, well, that should be the time that we get to bed anyway. We get to bed at around 10:30. Our physical repair window is from 10:30 through till 2 AM. Alright, so in that little window there is our body's time to physically repair things that we've got going on. So again, like I was saying there about the liver and about muscle tissue and all those things that we've done to ourselves throughout the day, this is kind of its opportunity to recover there. Alright, so the sort of third window we've got is a psychological repair. Okay, so that's from 2 a.m. till 6 a.m. Okay, so any psychological damage, or say damage, or emotional struggle that we've had throughout the day, this is the opportunity for your brain to kind of dump it off. All right, to get over it, and this is kind of why we're getting while we remember some of our dreams throughout this period of our sleeping pattern, because that's kind of the things that our brain is going over, and kind of just cycling through to drop it off, so that we don't carry that through to the next day. All right, and if we carry either of these, so physical repair or psychological repair, into the following evening sleep, then it kind of piles on top of each other. All right. Okay, so simply put, what can you do to kind of help you aid your sleep? All right, what can you do? A few little tips. I mean, there's loads of stuff out there. These are just ones that just came into my mind straight away that that I use essentially as well. Okay, so trying to dim the lights a couple of hours before you go to bed. So if you can, try not to watch the TV. Switching off your iPads and not sticking to your mobile phones. All right, so trying to get your eyes away from bright lights. Essentially, that's kind of the idea with it. All right. Trying to take a magnesium supplement to aid recovery. Okay, I won't go into too much about magnesium and the effects that it has, or the benefits that it's got, but magnesium is a great supplement to help with recovery. All right, so taking that again about an hour or two before bedtime is a great way to help sleep and help your body recover. Yep, another one, have a bath. Okay, so taking a nice warm bath before bed helps the relaxation process, so it then helps you to kind of drop off a lot of that stuff before you even get into bed, so that it aids the sleeping process. And then, yeah, another one here is remove electrical equipment away from your head. Most people have their phones on, or just for the alarm, you have your phone on right by your head, or within a meter of your head, or your radio clock alarm, that's normally right next to your head as well. So if you can move those away, then the electrical frequencies and signals that your phone and that equipment is transmitting doesn't interfere with any of the electrical signals going on in your brain, so you can essentially sleep a little bit better. All right. Okay. If you've got any questions or thoughts on this, then please do just get in contact with me. I've put all my details up there, so it's nice and easy for you to kind of just drop me a message. All right. I hope you found that useful, and what I'll do is I'll do a couple more videos soon. All right. Thanks a lot.